Hi everyone, Gil at CloseCallSports.com. It's the SWAC championship in college baseball. Jackson State, the home team, leads Southern, the visiting team, 6-4 in the top of the ninth. It's last rights for the visiting team, but 2 runners are on and there's nobody out. They're down by 2. Here's what happens.
This one sends a charge to deep left. Melton going back at the wall.
Oh, what a play.
He did not.
No.
That should be a home run. In a worst case, we're tied at 6. And yeah.
The door opened.
A lot to go over here, but before we do, let's get the team back in the dugout, get the crew together post-haste, and think about this without any distraction. The first place that we start, as we always do, is the rule book. This is a college game, so we start with the college rule. Just to recap the play, the outfielder goes up to try to catch a fair batted ball in flight. The ball enters the glove, then the fielder contacts the gate, which opens up, and while the fielder is falling down, the ball comes out of the fielder's glove and lands on the ground. So this is not a completed catch. We have to award the batter some sort of bases, but is it 2 or 4? When the announcer said that it's a triple, no, it's not going to be a triple under any circumstance. 8-3-H is the standard in-flight home run rule, where a ball goes over the fence in flight. It's a home run. That makes sense. 8-3-0-1 is what is a curious one that we look at for a ball passing through a fence. That's a 2-base award, but this isn't really a ball passing through a fence. It's a ball going into a fielder's glove, and then the fielder passes through the fence, and then the ball falls out of the fielder's glove. 8-3-M on the college rule states that if a fair ball is dropped outside the fence, it becomes a home run. The same dead ball ruling applies to fly balls into any dead ball area. So it sounds like, oh yeah, that's a home run for sure. But no, it's not, because 8-3-M, the spirit behind this rule, think about it logically for a second. It assumes that the fence is going to behave like, well, a fence and stay in one spot. It does not allow for the gate opening up. It does not apply in a situation in which a gate opens up, because theoretically you could have all manners of gates opening up. A fair ball that a fielder catches runs through the wall, a la that minor league play from years ago, and then drops the ball beyond the fence, and you say, oh yeah, that's a home run. Well, the ball never was going to be a home run either way, so no, 8-3-M does not apply to this play. Instead, this is the key defining factor right here. Did the ball leave the playing field above the mythical home run line, where the fence would have been had the fence remained where it was? If the ball left the playing field above the height of the fence where it naturally would have been, that's a home run. If it left the playing field at the yellow line or below, i.e. passing through the fence, that is a 2-base award. That's your defining factor right there. One other thing that I was asked about is, hey, look and see who's in the bullpen cheering the home run. It's teammates of the offensive team. So isn't it the bullpen player's fault for not securing, not locking that gate? And they shouldn't get rewarded for leaving it unlocked, right? In which case I say, well, look whose stadium it is. It's the defensive team stadium. The point is, we don't blame here, because it's not deemed anyone's fault. The rule does not allow us to prescribe fault for this door opening. We just have to treat it like an accident. The door opened. The only way that we can prescribe fault here is under the interference rule, as if the umpire states that the offensive team, the people in the bullpen, deliberately opened that door or caused that door to open to interfere with the fielder's opportunity to make the catch. And it has to be intentional, and it has to be clear and obvious. So essentially, I would require one of those bullpen people to be at the gate and physically see them actually open up that gate during the play, and then I would say, oh yeah, that's clearly interference. It's intentional, it's unsportsmanlike. Time, batter out, runners go back. Oh, and you're probably going to eject the person who committed that act as well. The professional rule is even better. The professional rule very clearly prescribes what the penalty or remedy of this is for fielder right-of-way interference, and it states, quote, the batter is declared out and all other runners return to the bases occupied at the time of pitch. College uses the compensate the offended team language, but it's effectively nullifying the act. I digress. The point on this play is I don't think there was any intentional interference, and we just judge this based on its own merits. Did the ball leave the playing field above the home run line, where the line would have been had the fence remained in place, or did it leave the playing field underneath the home run line? If it's above, it's a home run. If it's underneath, it's a two-base award. Thanks for setting this question, and visit us online at closecallsports.com, Twitter and Facebook at closecallsports. What did you see? What do you think happened? And we'll see you on the site.
Fastball outside portion of the plate.
Dillard, fly ball to right. Spears tracking, makes the grab, and Southern University punches its ticket to the NCAA tournament. The 2021 SWAC champions, and what a comeback it was.